What has Karoline Leavitt uncovered on live TV that's creating such a buzz? In a bold move, she exposes something about The View that has left viewers on the edge of their seats. The revelations are not just surprising, they're downright shocking. Are you curious to find out what she said that has everyone talking? Stay with us to uncover the mystery. In the world of daytime television, few shows have left as lasting an impact as The View. What began as a simple idea in the late 1990s quickly grew into a cultural phenomenon, shaping political debates, pop culture conversations, and the very landscape of talk shows. But how did it all begin? The story of The View starts with a legendary television producer, Barbara Walters. By the mid-1990s, Walters had already built an incredible career, becoming one of the most respected journalists in America. But she had a vision for something different. She wanted to create a talk show that wasn't just about entertainment but about real conversations that reflected different perspectives, from politics to family issues, from celebrity gossip to serious world events. At the time, daytime talk shows were mostly dominated by light-hearted programming or sensational tabloid-style shows. Walters wanted something fresh, something that felt like a real discussion at a table full of intelligent, opinionated women from different backgrounds. The idea was simple but revolutionary: a panel of women, each with a unique voice, engaging in honest, unscripted discussions. With this concept in mind, Walters pitched her idea to ABC. In 1997, the network took a chance, and The View was born. The show premiered on August 11, 1997, featuring a panel of 5 women, including Walters herself. The name The View was chosen because it represented exactly what the show aimed to provide: different views on the issues of the day. Like any new show, The View had its challenges in the beginning. Some critics doubted whether a show led entirely by women would succeed in the competitive world of daytime television. Others wondered if audiences would be interested in discussions that mixed politics with pop culture. But it didn't take long for the show to find its footing. Viewers connected with the raw, unfiltered conversations. The show also benefited from having Barbara Walters' influence, bringing in high-profile guests and tackling serious topics alongside celebrity interviews and lighter moments. One of the key factors in The View's rise was its ability to create viral moments before social media even existed. Heated debates, emotional discussions, and unexpected clashes between panelists kept people talking long after the show ended. Over time, it became clear The View wasn't just another talk show. It was something bigger. As the years went by, The View became more than just a morning talk show. It became a part of national conversations. By the early 2000s, it was one of ABC's most successful daytime programs. The show's ability to mix serious topics with entertainment made it unique. Politicians, authors, and celebrities alike saw The View as an important platform to reach a broad audience. During major elections, candidates would appear on the show to discuss their policies, knowing that The View's audience was diverse and engaged. Controversial moments, surprise announcements, and personal confessions from celebrities all contributed to the show's growing influence. As The View continued to evolve, it adapted to new challenges. The world of television changed, social media became more dominant, and audience expectations shifted. Yet, despite all this, The View remained relevant. Its format allowed it to stay fresh, constantly introducing new voices while maintaining the essence of what made it special from the start. More than 25 years after its debut, The View is still going strong. Its rise was not just about ratings or entertainment, it was about changing the way people viewed daytime TV. Barbara Walters' vision created a space where women's voices were front and center, shaping conversations in ways that had never been done before. The show paved the way for similar programs and proved that talk shows could be both entertaining and thought-provoking. The rise of The View is a testament to the power of bold ideas. What started as an experiment turned into a platform that continues to spark debates, challenge perspectives, and keep audiences engaged year after year. But what really made The View stand out? Was it just the idea, or the voices and chemistry that made it unforgettable? Unlike other talk shows that relied on a single host or a rotating lineup of guests, The View had a permanent panel of women who discussed the day's most pressing topics, where every panelist had a voice. The conversations were unscripted, sometimes heated, and always engaging. The chemistry between the hosts and the unpredictable nature of live debates quickly caught the attention of viewers. This format would become the show's defining characteristic and one of the key reasons for its long-lasting success. At the heart of The View were its hosts, each carefully chosen to bring a distinct perspective. Barbara Walters, the show's creator, was the most experienced of them all, bringing her journalistic expertise and calm, measured approach to discussions. But she didn't want to be the sole voice of authority. She wanted a panel where every woman had an equal seat at the table. That meant finding co-hosts who could not only hold their own in conversations but also challenge each other, creating lively and sometimes heated debates. The original lineup included journalist Meredith Vieira, attorney Star Jones, comedian Joy Behar, and television personality Debbie Matenopoulos. Each woman had a different personality and life experience, which made their conversations dynamic. Vieira had a background in serious news reporting. Star Jones was a legal expert with a strong, confident presence. Joy Behar brought humor and sharp wit, and Debbie Matenopoulos, the youngest of the group, represented a fresher, younger perspective. One of the most interesting things about The View's format was how it blended different elements: political discussions, celebrity interviews, social issues, and everyday topics that resonated with viewers. Some episodes featured deep political debates, while others explored personal stories or pop culture moments. The combination of serious and light-hearted discussions made the show feel unpredictable and engaging, keeping viewers hooked. For search. The View always thrived on spontaneity. The hosts often interrupted each other, disagreed passionately, and even got into heated arguments. This raw, unscripted nature and unpredictability of the discussions made the show must-watch television. Some episodes turned into headline-making moments when debates became especially intense, leading to viral clips that spread across social media. Viewers didn't just watch The View for the topics, they watched for the chemistry, the clashes, and the unfiltered reactions of the hosts. As the years passed, the format remained the same, but the panel evolved. Co-hosts came and went, bringing fresh energy and different viewpoints to the table. Some, like Rosie O'Donnell and Whoopi Goldberg, made a huge impact during their time on the show. Others, like Elizabeth Hasselbeck, brought a more conservative perspective, which often led to passionate debates with more liberal-leaning hosts. These political and ideological clashes became one of the show's trademarks, drawing even more attention from the media and the public. One of the most significant changes to The View's format over time was the increasing focus on politics. In its early years, the show balanced political conversations with entertainment and lifestyle topics. But as the world changed, The View adapted. By the time major political events, such as presidential elections, took center stage, the show became a key platform for political discussions. Candidates began appearing on The View to connect with its diverse audience, knowing that the show had influence over public opinion. The View has often sparked controversy, with intense debate sometimes turning personal and leading to dramatic departures. Some hosts left after on-air clashes, while others had behind-the-scenes disputes that made headlines. But, instead of weakening the show, these moments only fueled public interest. Viewers weren't just drawn to the topics being discussed but also to the unpredictable interactions between the panelists. In spite of evolving over the years, The View has remained true to its core. The ever-changing lineup of hosts and shifting debates keep the show fresh, but its foundation of diverse perspectives and passionate conversations ensures it remains a significant force in daytime television. Audiences continue to tune in, eager to witness the lively exchanges and thought-provoking discussions. But how do the hosts' dynamic interactions fuel explosive moments, like Joy Behar's recent remarks about Karoline Leavitt, that capture national attention? Let us tell you. Joy Behar's discussion on Karoline Leavitt. In the world of political commentary, few moments spark as much debate as Joy Behar's candid remarks on The View. Recently, Behar ignited a firestorm when she discussed Karoline Leavitt's appointment under former President Donald Trump, suggesting that her looks played a significant role in her rise to prominence. The statement, delivered with Behar's signature boldness, struck a chord, quickly drawing both praise and criticism from viewers across the political spectrum. As the discussion unfolded, Behar's observation came amid a broader analysis of Trump's administration and his pattern of surrounding himself with loyalists. When the conversation shifted to Leavitt, Behar boldly claimed that her appointment seemed more about appearance than capability. This assertion, characteristic of The View's unfiltered style, immediately resonated with some viewers while leaving others uneasy. The other co-hosts exchanged glances, some surprised by the bluntness of Behar's comment, a hallmark of her approach to hot-button topics. The moment didn't take long to reverberate beyond the studio. Clips of the discussion flooded social media, sparking a nationwide dialogue. Supporters of Behar viewed her remarks as a critique of Trump's emphasis on loyalty over qualifications. On the other hand, many found her comment demeaning, arguing it undermined Leavitt's accomplishments and reduced her to mere physical attributes. This clash of opinions showcased the divisive nature of contemporary political discourse. As soon as the discussion caught fire, conservative commentators and supporters of Leavitt quickly responded, calling out what they perceived as hypocrisy. They showed that if a similar remark had been made about a liberal woman, the backlash would have been swift and severe. Critics insisted that women in politics should be evaluated based on their skills and expertise, rather than their looks. This sentiment resonated with many social media users who rallied behind Leavitt, emphasizing her dedication and hard work. Joy Behar, true to her form, stood firmly by her comments. She has always embraced controversy, and this incident was no different. In her defense, Behar argued that Trump's history of appointing individuals based on loyalty rather than merit warranted her critique. However, the reaction to her comment quickly evolved, blurring the lines between criticism of Trump and an attack on Leavitt herself. This incident was particularly significant as it underscored the growing divide in political conversations. To Behar and her supporters, the moment was about shining a light on a troubling pattern in Trump's administration. In contrast, many others viewed it as an example of media bias against conservative women, reinforcing the notion that they often face harsher scrutiny than their liberal counterparts. The exchange showed the complexities of gender and politics in today's media landscape, showcasing how comments made in a casual setting can ignite national conversations. This entire incident illustrates how The View remains a pivotal platform for political discussion. Joy Behar's claim that Leavitt's appointment stemmed from her looks rather than her qualifications exemplifies the provocative nature of the show, where statements can quickly escalate into broader dialogues. Whether viewers sided with Behar or defended Leavitt, one thing was clear: this exchange was destined to leave a lasting impression on the landscape of political commentary. Karoline Leavitt exposes The View on live TV. In a dramatic moment that captured national attention, Karoline Leavitt took to the stage of The View and challenged the show's hosts, turning the spotlight back on them. This confrontation was not just another segment of a daytime talk show, it became a defining moment that shook the foundations of how political discussions are conducted on television. As a young political figure and a vocal supporter of former President Donald Trump, Leavitt had the courage to speak out in a setting that often felt hostile to conservative voices. The scene unfolded as the panel discussed various political topics, a routine that The View is known for. But this time, Leavitt was determined to make her point clear. She understood the risks of appearing on a show where the hosts frequently criticized Trump and his administration. Yet, she was confident and ready to confront the narratives that she believed were misleading. As the conversation flowed, the hosts, including Joy Behar and Whoopi Goldberg, peppered Leavitt with questions, challenging her views and asserting their opinions. While many guests might have felt overwhelmed by the strong personality surrounding them, Leavitt maintained her composure. Instead of backing down, she seized the opportunity to express her perspective boldly. She argued that The View often portrayed conservative viewpoints unfairly, reducing complex issues to simplistic narratives. Leavitt's confidence grew as she realized that the discussion was not just about politics, it was about representation. She wanted to show viewers that conservative women had a place at the table, a voice that deserved to be heard. Her determination to expose what she saw as bias on The View became evident as she articulated her stance on various issues. With each response, she painted a picture of a political landscape that included diverse perspectives, one that wasn't limited to liberal viewpoints. The tension in the room escalated as Leavitt pushed back against the host's criticisms. She called out what she perceived as hypocrisy in the way the media treated women in politics, particularly those who identified as conservative. The hosts, known for their lively debates, were taken aback by her assertiveness. They had grown accustomed to guests who nodded along or struggled to assert themselves amidst the barrage of questions. This time, however, Leavitt was resolute, and her words resonated with viewers who might have felt similarly marginalized. As the segment progressed, Leavitt continued to hold her ground, challenging the hosts directly. She argued that The View often missed the mark by failing to acknowledge the complexities of the issues at hand. She pointed out that many viewers relied on the show for information and perspectives that shaped their understanding of politics. This was a pivotal moment where she turned the conversation on its head, questioning the responsibility of media figures to present a balanced view. Her words struck a chord, sparking a mixture of reactions from the audience. Some viewers cheered for her bravery, appreciating her willingness to stand up for her beliefs in a challenging environment. Others were critical, arguing that she was simply trying to stir controversy. Nonetheless, the encounter highlighted a crucial aspect of modern media: the need for diverse voices and the importance of open dialogue in a divided political landscape. The segment didn't end quietly. Leavitt's appearance led to discussions across social media platforms, with clips of the confrontation going viral. Her supporters praised her for exposing what they viewed as The View's bias, while critics argued that she mischaracterized the show's intent. The debate continued long after the live broadcast ended, illustrating the power of live television to ignite conversations that extend beyond the screen. In the aftermath, Leavitt's bold stance on The View proved to be a significant moment in her career. It not only elevated her profile but also sparked a broader dialogue about the representation of conservative voices in the media. She had not only exposed the challenges faced by those who hold differing political views, but had also opened the door for future discussions about inclusivity in political discourse. Ultimately, Karoline Leavitt's appearance on The View became more than just a single moment of confrontation. It marked a turning point in how women in politics engage with the media. As conversations continue to evolve, Leavitt's boldness will likely inspire others to voice their opinions, no matter the platform. What does this public backlash mean for The View? Joy Behar's recent comment and Karoline Leavitt's subsequent exposure of the show have created significant waves, raising questions about the future of The View. Behar's remarks sparked a media frenzy, with many speculating about the long-term implications for the show's dynamic. These developments have put The View in a difficult position, with many wondering how the show will recover. The controversy surrounding Behar's comment has led to growing tension among both viewers and the show's hosts. Some critics are concerned that this incident could significantly alter the show's atmosphere, potentially causing a shift in its tone and format, or even its core audience. In light of these events, rumors are now swirling about the possibility of The View being shut down. While it remains to be seen how things will unfold, the show faces a crossroads. The recent upheaval has raised questions about its future viability, with speculation about whether it will continue with the same format or undergo drastic changes to regain its audience's trust and loyalty. The ongoing media attention has certainly placed The View in the spotlight, but whether this attention will translate into a lasting effect on the show's longevity remains unclear. As public opinion continues to fluctuate, the show's ability to weather the storm and come out unscathed will be tested in the coming months. The question now is whether the show will find a way to regain its footing or whether it will be forced to confront its potential end. Thanks for watching. If this story about Karoline Leavitt and her shocking exposure of The View caught your interest, be sure to like and share your thoughts below. What are your thoughts on her revelations? Don't forget to click on the cards for more amazing stories.